You, what's going on? It's your dog playing Don Shawn. Welcome to the Horticulture Trap House. So what we got going on. This is episode 8. We're on week 14. Gonna check up on the plants. Last week we went through males, females, why you want them, why you don't. Need a refresher on that. Go back to the last episode, check that out. This week, it's not too much of a change this week. Got a couple plants we're going to double check, see if they're showing any flowers. If they're males or females, more than likely they'll be males. Just based off of the strain that we've been running past few years. Males tend to grow a lot taller, but we'll see. Might surprise us. So again, past 7-8 years, we've been open pollinating whatever the best of that season is. We just run those seeds again the next year. We're just looking for specific things on our end, not a exact or precise breeding program, more so like crop steering, if you would. Shout out to the homie Farmer Brown, Brazilian Seco, he put me on to that as far as terminology goes. So yeah, like I said, week 14, it's getting hot out there, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to increase the ventilation. We're going to cut some stuff out, increase airflow, make sure we keep our plants going in the right direction as well. What it's going to do is it's going to allow better light penetration to all of the points where we're trying to grow the actual bud itself. Shout out to ParkCityHarvest.com. Stay loyal to the soil shirt. Again, main thing, we haven't been using a lot of fertilizer or anything like that. We had good composted soil all mixed in the raised bed, and we've been watering with rainwater for the most part. So our plants haven't suffered any stunting, growth has been consistent, and it's all due to the soil. So once again, stay loyal to the soil, you take care of the soil, you have very much little to do. We don't have any pest problems or any insect problems or anything like that going on, disease issues. So we're gonna keep it that way. One of the ways we're gonna keep it that way is today, like I said, we're gonna be just doing some pruning, making sure we get some good airflow going on, and to keep our plants disease free with our, I got just some tiny little snips here that we'll be using. These have been both washed with warm soap and water and sanitized using alcohol. That way they are sterile, so we won't be introducing any type of diseases or anything like that. So, just want to tap in real quick. Make sure you guys are out there taking care of your plants. Your plants will take care of you in more ways than one. Don't quote me on this. I don't know the name of the chemical, but there are certain chemical compounds within the soil that when they do come into contact with you, or you come into contact with them, it actually releases dopamine in your brain that helps fight off, or it helps any type of depression issues. Mental health is a serious thing. Do whatever it is that you gotta do and that you need to do in a healthy manner to take care of your mental health. For us over here at the Horticulture Trap House, to take care of plants. We take care of them, they take care of us. Again, in more ways than one. There's also a few different things. Maybe we'll get into that, maybe we won't. But get outside, get into nature, get some sunlight, keep everything working, keep your body active. Movement is medicine. So if anybody out there ever feeling down or anything like that, just know, no matter what, no matter how it feels, you're not alone. There's always somebody that's going through the same thing, or worse than you, but more so than that, there is always somebody out there that does love you and care for you, whether you realize it or not. Reach out, tap into any of your networks. So with that, we're gonna go outside. We're gonna go take care of our plants. We're gonna take a quick inspection on everything, and then we're gonna get into some pruning. I'll show you guys the parts of the plants we're gonna be cutting out, and just get the airflow going and keep everything rocking and rolling. So hope y'all having a good time out there. I'll see y'all outside. Alright, we outside now. You see some of these plants have gotten much larger than last time. So with pruning, what we're going to be doing is all of this down here is we're going to be taking off a good amount of those leaves. That way, again, we get better airflow. That way, we get more light penetration, and with the airflow, that's going to help stave off any type of mold or mildew, mainly powdery mildew. That's what we're trying to avoid. More airflow that you have, less chance of that happening, but also that's a lot less leaves that we won't be needing since we are in our beginning flowering stages, as we could tell with the asymmetrical growth. I know we went over that last week. Again, you can go back to last week's video, check that out. So yeah, simply we're just gonna take our pruners here. I'm gonna bring you a little closer. All right, so as we see here, these fan leaves, let me show you. This one here will be considered a fan leaf. Doesn't have anything growing on it. When you follow it all the way to the base or the stem of the plant, this here, also known as a sucker, we can trim that off and take a cutting or clone it. But what we're actually going to be doing is we want to get more light penetration to these little guys. Get out the way. It's to these little, damn it, my bad, working camera by myself today. But yeah, but these guys here, we want more light to come to these guys. So all of this growth that's up here is in the way. So we're gonna do some trimming on that, and that's gonna clear everything up. So I got a good amount of work to do. Hopefully you guys are out there caring for your plants. Let me show y'all what we're doing. So y'all just take your snips, camera focus, there you go, and just like that, boop, pop that off. So now what we're gonna do is with these leaves, we're not gonna let them go to waste. We're gonna take these, we're gonna throw them straight into the pot, and we're gonna just brew some cannabis tea with them. So we just put that off to the side, and I'm gonna get to trimming. If you guys haven't taken care of your plants today, make sure you take care of them. And again, take care of your plants, they're gonna take care of you. We're gonna keep these nice and short and sweet. Let's check this one out here, see if we have male or female. Looking like I might see, yep, there we go. So again, let me see if I can get this camera focused properly. We're looking right over here. As we see here, see that little hair that's popping out? Not this thing here, not the longer one, but right inside. Could just barely see the hair against the contrast of my finger. So that there shows us that this plant here is female, so she will be kept. And let's check this last one out here. Not seeing anything distinctively yet. Check some of the lower branches here. Now I'm still gonna assume this one more than likely might be male. Let's get these leaves out the way. As you see here where my finger is, looks like that's like a little banana that's growing, so more than likely this one might be male. And if we do look, like we said, so far with our Farmer Shawn strain, what it's shown us is the taller plants always tend to be female, or always tends to be male, excuse me. So as we see, this one plant here, boom, is actually towering over everything else. Now, because of this giant maple tree back here and the way the sun comes up and down, this half of the bed actually gets a little less sun than this half. So that's why even the shorter ones that are in here, they're a lot bigger than those. After that, soil and everything else is the same. When you're growing anything else with your plants, like I have some volunteer pumpkins or squash that are growing in here as well too. These vines will run and they will try to climb onto your plants. So this one actually was. So the little tendrils here that latch on, you can always just cut or snip those. Doesn't do any damage to the plant itself. They're mainly there just to grab it and hold on to support it. So I had it running along the bottom side, but it still was trying to grab on, so I just laid it on the side over here. Got another one over there. It's growing more bush-like, so it's more than likely going to be a squash of some sort. And this vine here is going to be a pumpkin. And that one there is our amaranth there. It'll be our elephant head amaranth. But yeah, that's everything there. This plant Don Shawn. Excuse me. Oof. Was hiking earlier, hydrated a whole bunch, so kind of burping a little bit. But again, make sure you guys take care of your plants. Your plants will take care of you. Tune in. We're gonna keep doing this on a weekly basis. Told y'all I was gonna keep it more consistent for you. Hopefully your plants are doing good. If they're not, go back to whichever episode that you need to and figure out some info. You can always hit me in the email, comment. If you're on Instagram, you could DM me as well, and then we'll see what we could do to figure out how to help you get back on track, or possibly connect you with somebody that'll give you some seedlings or some clones that are far enough along, so that way you can get a good harvest. Again, we're not teaching you how to be plugs out here. We're not teaching you how to be a supplier. This is just how to grow your own. That way you know exactly what went into your plant, so you know what you should expect out of it. And there's just some good clean bud for you on a budget. Hope y'all guys have been staying on your budget. If not, at least under it. Again, it's plant Don Shawn, and y'all know what comes next. What the world was that? Anyways, I gotta go check, see what that was. Get up out of my trap house. Bangata.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just gonna be retarded.
You good?
Alright, so I know I already kicked y'all out. My bad. I just want to show y'all the after shot of everything. So we got all the lower branches pruned out. All we did mainly was just take out all of the fan leaves. We didn't take any of the offshoots or suckers off. Because today we were just pruning for airflow. We weren't really pruning for production. I'll show you a little quick snippet on that in a few seconds. But yeah, since we are at asymmetrical growth, we kind of passed our point where we could top the plants for more lateral branches. But with pruning like this, next week I'm gonna show y'all how we're gonna train the plants a little bit, and we'll still get all of those side shoots to primarily produce large colas instead of those small little popcorn buds. But again, it's your dog plant Don Shawn, and yeah, this time I am kicking it off. Get up on my trap house. Here's a plant that we planted a little late. So as you see, a little small, it's outside of the box. But when we're pruning for production, we're gonna wanna chop off right about here. So what's gonna happen, instead of having one main stalk, it's gonna give it two main stalks. One will come out this way, one will come out that way. Hopefully. It might come out in any other angle, but that's where it's gonna come out from. Let me show you that right here. So we're just gonna come in right above that node. See that? Just like that. And that's that. So we'll check up on it next week, and we should have one shoot growing from out of this side as a main stem, and one will probably come out from down here as a main stem. We'll just give that some space, trim that off too. Alright y'all, I'll let y'all next week. Peace.